Welcome to Right Guard NBA Fast Break.
We are running the break with two of the top superstars in the association. CP3 and the Hornets hooking up with Melo and the Nuggets in Denver, which turned out to be a pretty good game. Hornets running without Tyson Chandler out because of suspension, but this one, once again, going right down to the wire. And with the game on the line, which player do you want to have the ball in his hands? These two did it last night. We'll take a look at that and more.
Deflected, Carter goes back to get it. 3 seconds left. Carter with 2 seconds. Carter for the win. Got it! Vince Carter has done it! Into Carmelo. Turn, shoot, good! Carmelo Anthony hits the three. Can you believe it?
Yeah, we like it clutch right here on NBA Fast Break. That's when we roll into another edition. Mike Hill hanging out with the crew, the Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman down there, and the point guard Jalen. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Of course, you saw Melo with that clutch big shot against Oklahoma City last night. What would he and the Nuggets need on Saturday night to knock off CP3 and the Hornets? There he is, Chris Paul and the boys, winners of 4 of their last 6 in Denver. Melo and the Nuggets opening a 7-game homestand. Melo knows how to finish.
He's been really playing good basketball, especially since the trade of Chauncey Billups, getting the ball in areas where he can score and shoot a high percentage.
Nuggets led by as many as 26 in this game, but back come the Hornets. Look at Dante Jones.
That's not the defense that Byron Scott's looking for.
Fourth quarter, Hornets down 12. James Posey knocking down the tray, chipping into that lead later. My pager is blowing up. Somebody answer it for me.
The Hornets did a good job of fighting their way back into this game after starting off very flat.
Pager, 19 points in this one, and you know he knows how to shoot it. We're tied at 94. Under 3 minutes left, Hornets down 2. It's Chris Paul, y'all.
Not in screen roll. Not him.
Oh, yeah, that's what they do. We're tied again at 97. 1:15 left. Posey, this is why they got him. Just 2 for 12 from the field, but that was huge.
And when you're scrambling on defense, you want to get to the best shooter and run him off the three-point line, especially if his name is Pager.
Hornets with a 1-point lead, but there's that man again, being clutch. Melo, Nuggets up by 1, 26 seconds left. Nuggets up 3, Nene at the line, misses 2, but Hilton Armstrong gets rebound. David West can't handle the pass, and Chauncey's right there. He knocks down a couple of free throws, and that will seal it for the Nuggets in their 105-100 win. So it wasn't easy for the Nuggets. They win their 3rd straight, and they're now 22-9 with Chauncey in the lineup. Hornets' 4-game winning streak is over, and they lose for the first time when scoring 100 or more points this season. How will the Nets follow up BC's game winner Friday night down there in Miami? Both teams had to travel to Miami after playing Friday night. Nets from East Rutherford. That's 1,095 miles. I'm a geography major, I know that. That's 1,095 miles. I didn't trip myself. Going down 95. Yeah.
And as the road team, you hate to go to Miami after a back-to-back.
But the Heat only had to travel 203 miles. Who would come out the aggressive? After blowing a 16-point lead, Nets down by 2. Vince Carter rejected by Wade right there. Nets still down 2. Time winding down. Wade for the win. He's clutch, but not there. So we're going to overtime. Guess what happens in the overtime? 2.5 minutes to play. Nets down by 3. Brooke Lopez going for the jam. This is also clutch defense.
Oh, that's nice.
And then gets the rejection on one end, and guess what he's going to do on the other end? High screen. Making it work, Jalen.
Well, anytime you block the shot of the center on the other team, you're going to shoot it when you get it, and he did, and he knocked it down. Michael
Beasley there with the rejection again, so the Heat playing good defense, 1 of 9 blocks for the Heat in the game, and then it's that man, Wade, the fade. 29 points, 4 blocks, 6 assists. Great overall game for him. Nets down 3, inbound, and can he come up clutch again? Not this time. Vince can't get it over the double team, and the Heat pull it off down there in Miami, 101-96. So playing without Devin Harris, who was out with a hamstring, the Nets blew a big lead after overcoming the 20-point deficit Friday night. The huge difference, the Heat bench, which outscored Jersey 43-9. Miami has now won 6 of their last 8 games. Guys, talk about clutch shots at the beginning of this game, this show. Let's talk about some clutch shots right now. A lot of guys in the league can hit big shots, but it takes somebody special to be a closer. So I need your top 3 closers in the NBA right now.
To get in my clutch club, that is, I thought about Chauncey Billups. He does have a championship ring. I thought about Vince Carter. He doesn't have a championship ring. But my top 3, you have to have a championship ring to enter my VIP section. So number 3, we're going with the truth. Paul Pierce, a guy that you see the last few minutes of any Boston Celtics game with the ball in his hand to make the shot from three-point range, from mid-range, off the dribble, off the post, or catch. And also, you got to have a cool nickname to be on my team as well.
Truth.
And Flash is a pretty good nickname. This guy's improved his jump shot. You can't stop him from getting anywhere he wants to get on the floor. He has a power. He can finish at the rim with the best of them. And he completes on both ends of the court. You can be clutch on offense, but it's very good to be clutch on defense as well. And number 1, Kobe Bean Bryant. There's no question about it. This guy's 3 championship rings, the reigning MVP of the league. The Lakers are playing big-time basketball. If they're going to go anywhere, it's going to be because they're defending MVP as well as their all-NBA defensive performers playing at a high level.
I like everyone you have, but to be clutch and a closer on my team, I'm telling you, you have to want the ball, you have to create with the basketball, and most importantly, you must be able to knock down foul shots when you get to the line. Okay, so now that gives me my 3. I go number 3, LeBron James. This guy is a career 73% foul shooter. You know what he can do getting to the rim. He's big, strong, he's explosive. He can finish, he's got the pull-up game, and he's got, he's got the dunk, he's got the rhythm dribble and the pull-up. My number 2 guy would be Flash. I agree with you, Jalen. He's absolutely amazing. He's a 77% career foul shooter. We know what he can do finishing at the rim. He's got the mid-range game. He can split the defense, go left and right. But number 1 for me, and the most important player, is the player like Kobe Bryant, because he is a career 84% foul shooter. In situations where he has the ball, you know he has the shot. You know he's kind of morphed a little bit into MJ's type of game, and MJ has the rings, and so does Kobe. But you must be able to knock down foul shots to win championships and to close out games at the end.
And you also had to be clutch on the defensive side of the basketball. At the end of the game, we saw Dwayne Wade earlier tonight. Now look at Kobe right there at the free throw line, knocking down good free throws when it matters.
And to be a go-to guy, you got to be able to create for yourself as well as others. And it happens on both ends of the floor.
Now, we talked about Kobe, we talked about Dwayne Wade. What about Jerry Stackhouse? Look at this. Dating back to 2003, the 2004 season, Stackhouse has the highest shooting percentage in the final 2 seconds of a game. Even third-year player Rudy Gay has made more shots than Kobe Bryant in those situations. I still think I'd put the ball in Kobe's hand.
And that's the last 2 seconds of the game. Let's talk about the last 10 seconds of the game. That's really when you get a chance to make something happen.
And it's hard to be clutch when you're wearing a suit behind the Mavericks bench.
Which he is doing.
Stackhouse.
All right, speaking of clubs, well, the Lakers are rolling, but who's their biggest threat out west? And speaking of those closers, wait till you see how the game between the Spurs and the Sixers ended on Saturday night. Hey, they started tonight just a game and a half out in the Southwest, but Houston, do we have a problem? One of our analysts certainly thinks so. And since we've come to the end of the week, you know what that means. It's time to reward the plays that impress the best. Our plays of the week on the way.
Right guard.